YouTube, what's up? I wanted to actually get a video out here today with regards to the upcoming event. There's going to be a new Morty called Child of Gaia. So I wanted to give my thoughts on the event. Of course, I'm going to have a grinding video coming out as well, hopefully early on Friday, so we can have the best strategy outlined to deal with the Child of Gaia. Now, this was actually suggested to me by one of my subscribers, Jutman, so I certainly do appreciate that. As I said, any feedback is always awesome. So, looking at the rewards, pretty much falls in line with most of the other events that have come and gone. Ideally, as always, you want to be in the top 100 to get a copy of the Morty, that's in this case Child of Gaia, and essentially work your way up to get more tickets and essentially more loot crates. Now, looking at the Child of Gaia, it has a total of 415 base stats, which is pretty decent, honestly. It's a rock type, and the spread makes it pretty fast at 115 base speed as well as 120 HP. Now that's a little bit mitigated by the fact that the base defense is not so great. It's a little bit on the lower side, but it definitely compensates with having a lot of HP. The attack stat is decent, but this thing's mainly a lot of speed and a lot of HP. Now the move pool, the first move that actually got me was Productive Punches. It's a pretty good move actually, because 75% of the time it's a move that's packing 140 base power. That's 60 on the first hit, 50 on the second hit with 90% accuracy, so that's 110, and then 75% of those times it's gonna be 140 power. So most of the time it's 140 base power move, which makes it one of the best rock moves in the game, honestly. Now, in addition to that, it can hit a couple more times. At 60%, it'll go up to 155, and half of the time it'll hit for a total of 165. So that makes it a really powerful rock move potentially, but even 75% of the time at least, it's still 140 power. Plus you have 10 of these. That's incredible. It also does have the potential 100% of the time once it hits to debuff your opponent's speed, but chances are this won't be too useful given its overall base speed. Some of the other moves, it has Traumatize, which will greatly reduce your opponent's accuracy, so again it could be useful depending on your playstyle. Unfortunately, the best move it has to boost its attack is Fixer Upper, which is a weak boost. Considering its attack stat isn't the greatest out there, something better, maybe Mortifier, something like that, at least with a medium boost, would have definitely been more useful. But considering how powerful Productive Punches is, this might actually be a good combination. So you could definitely use Fixer Upper, definitely Productive Punches, Traumatize again depending on your playstyle, as well as Medicate. I'm not particularly too much of a fan of dropping your opponent's defense, since they can switch out and then you lose that debuff since it's on their Morty, rather an attack buff, but it does debuff their defense a good amount since it's medium. You could potentially use Medicate with Fixer Upper, and the reason why I suggest this is with 10 APs for this move, you do have quite a lot of it, honestly. So you could easily just rock this as one move, run two status moves, which would be Medicate and Fixer Upper, then potentially Blind Swing, which isn't too strong, honestly, but you do want to have some coverage for perhaps a paper type. Chances are this Morty is perhaps the type of Morty you may want to switch out. It could definitely take a couple of hits with 120 base HP, but it might be worth your time to switch out, depending again on how you play. So definitely a good Morty. I think its shortcoming being that it doesn't have a move to boost its attack more substantially, and the fact that its defense is only 85 when it has such great HP anyways, could have definitely made for an extra bulky Morty. Even if it's not the most powerful thing out there, having such a good move and productive punches plus good overall bulk would have definitely made it more viable. But that said, it's still a very good Morty to use, and if you could go through the event, get top 100, then this will definitely be worth your time. So that's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts. I'll have another video coming up, as I said, to discuss the strategies, especially since I have more Mortys now. I can definitely implement a better strategy as well, hopefully pretty much dominate the event. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment below. What are your thoughts on the Child of Gaia? I don't particularly like its sprite. I think it's okay. It's nothing special. They definitely tried to give it an earthy look, being Child of Gaia. So I can see that, but outside of that, it's just okay. The typing is also just okay, considering it's again Gaia, which is Earth. Rock definitely does make sense. Another typing would have been better though for an event Morty. But that's fine, as I said. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it. Stay tuned for the upcoming videos so you can figure out the best way to grind for this event as soon as it starts. And with that, stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and do take care.